Dr. Race with Advanced Chiropractic, and today I wanted to share some information I learned this past week. I've been listening to a podcast done by Dr. Huberman out of Stanford, and he's got a podcast series called the Huberman Labs. He's got some fantastic healthcare information on there, and this last podcast I was listening to was on making sure you drink enough water and the types of water that are more beneficial for you. I wanted to share that our tap water is decent in this area. Our cities do a fantastic job of filtering out a lot of the materials and products that don't need to be in there. However, whenever they do that process, there are some byproducts that are produced, some disinfecting byproducts that are produced. And so I was inspired after listening to his podcast to add a filtration system at my house. And so I went on Amazon and I picked out this one. I'm not endorsed by any filtration system, so you do your homework, pick one that works for you. I think this one was less than $200, and it took only about 15 minutes to install it under my sink. The key that I learned through Dr. Huberman was that you want to make sure you're filtering out fluoride, and so I got one that filters out fluoride. And so once again, it took like 15 minutes to install, and then that way we can be drinking better filtered water at our house, right? A couple other key takeaways from this podcast was you wanna make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. The better parts of the day to drink water early on in the day, because as the day goes on, especially towards the end of the day, you don't want to drink a lot, or it could cause you to have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom a lot. So you want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water early in the day. If you are drinking coffees or diuretic drinks, you want to make sure to replace that with water. And another thing is like the high pH water, they're not necessarily going to increase your pH in your body. Your body is very stable. That's where we get the term homeostasis from. However, the higher pH waters that you see and that you can purchase or use, it really just has more magnesium in it, more of these good minerals for you, and it does get into your cells a little faster by drinking those higher pH waters. So if you're doing like a sporting event or early in the day when you really want to hydrate your cells, it might be more beneficial to drink some of the higher pH waters earlier in the day. But if you have more questions, if you want to talk to me at your next appointment or send us an email, I'd be more than happy to go over this information with you. But once again, this is Dr. Jason Race with Advanced Chiropractic, and I hope you have a blessed day.